Get Scooby Doo. Monaco. Get what you lucha. Get what you lucha. Get Monaco.
Hello, 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 hello. Uh, 1 minute, guys. We start energy feed. We start energy feed. Okay, I'm reloaded. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, wherever you're watching from across the world. Thank you. Let's start now. Okay. Um, Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone. All those on TikTok, about 42,000 of you that might watch this now, watch this later. Thank you for those on YouTube. Let's keep subscribing so we can get up to 1,000 or more and more. Thank you to all the Facebook Strong family, 7,000 of you or more. Thank you to all the Instagram, about 9,000 plus, and to those on as well as X, those on LinkedIn. Thank you. We do this every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time. We get this done every Sunday. So please tune in every Sunday. You know. So before we go ahead, please share this stream. The long press on the screen. If you're on TikTok, you see a share button. Please share the screen. And what's it called? Share the stream, and so more people can be a part of it. What's it called? What else? Follow this page for more. Follow this page for more, so you can learn more stuff. Follow this page for more. Um, what's it called? Um, Follow this page for more. What's it called? 1 minute, sorry guys. Okay. Follow this page for more. Let's try and get us up to over 10,000 likes or more, so that the algorithms can recommend this channel to more people. So we have, I have on my bio, you can find a free, what's it called? A free ebook. If you click on the link, there should be a link to a free ebook. So you could go there and what's it called? And you can get access to it. It's called Roadmaps to Financial Freedom. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you very much for the likes. And on there as well, there's a paid ebook. It's called Idea to Shortlist Business. So if it's something that is of interest to you, click on it and you can be a part of it. Also, you can book a 10 minutes free consultation call concerning something that like, we need a personal guidance, you need some business related stuff. Please send a DM and we can have you on. You can join a community of like minds, stay accountable and grow. On the flyer, you can find what's it called? What's it called? What's that called again? A QR code that takes you straight to our community. All right. So yes, just to announce to you guys, I'm writing a new book. For now, the title is Migration Mirage, and the subtitle is Why Nations Lose Tomorrow and Lineages Fade. Why Nations Lose Tomorrow and Lineages Fade. So the website will be coming out soon, so you can join a waiting list or you can stay updated as to what is coming out or what is to happen. All right. So yes, it's called Migration Mirage. Why Nations? What's it called again? Why Nations? I don't know. Why Nations Lose Tomorrow and Lineages Fade. That's it. All right. Okay. So, and just to announce to you guys, if you're around the Bournemouth area in the United Kingdom on Sunday the 22nd, I'll be speaking to a group of people right there. So, feel free to stop over. If you're around the Bournemouth area, feel free on the 22nd of this month. So, welcome to a new month, by the way, guys. So, I will be getting more information out there as soon as I get more details, address and location, time, and all that. You get that. Remember that this live stream is always sponsored by The Hair You Love, sponsored by D16 Homes, sponsored by Love Family Podcast. If you like what we do, please send us a DM. You can sponsor this live stream. No, I don't think there's just sponsor. We'll talk about your business or whatever it is that you do. Please send us a DM and we can have that conversation. So once again, sponsored by The Hair You Love, sponsored by D16 Homes, sponsored by Love Family Podcast. So remember, the whole aim of why I do what I do is one, to make you not become, to make you at what's the word? To make you to stir up a dissatisfaction in your spirit, man. So you don't become comfortable with average things. You don't become comfortable with just being things not working as you should be. That's one of the key things, and is to awaken the potentials, the sleeping giant to you, to stir them up, to stir them up. And by the end of about 1 hour or 50 something minutes left, there should be something in you that has awoken to take actions. So that is my own charge, or that's the reason why I do what I do. Because the Bible makes us understand in Ecclesiastes 10 verse 7, they said, I've seen servants on horses and wild princes walk on grounds like servants. So where you ought to be, you're not yet there, neither I. So God's desire is that we all be princes at the right location at the right time. I'm not a guru. I'm only sharing the things that by the grace of God and by God's Christ enabling, I'll be able to either do in my life or I'm a work in progress. So I'm here to provide um, guidance I desperately needed, say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that no one gave me. That's what I'm here to do, to provide such kind of guidance. And I'm sharing the things that I would love to have known 5 years ago or 10 years ago to you. So I'm not here as a guru. So I'm sharing what I do. So today's topic is inspired by Myron Golden. I'm a student. I follow him a lot, and he shared this, and I thought I shared as well, and hopefully it can inspire you. So the title again is "Buy Back Your Time." Buy back your time. So as by way of introduction, time is your real currency, and most people don't control it. Bishop Oedebo always says that time is the only currency that is the same across the world, irrespective of what nation you are. It's the same 24 hours in Trinidad and Tobago, the same 24 hours in Tibet, the same 24 hours in Fiji Island, the same 24 hours in Haiti or wherever. It's not 24.4 hours in Eritrea. It's not 23 plus 4 hours in South Sudan. No, it's the same thing in Atlanta, in New York, 24 hours. So, but it's the most important thing is that most people don't control their own. And everybody has access to, but most people don't control their own. Employees, entrepreneurs, business owners, if your income depends on your constant presence, time owns you. So this is the reality. Time owns you. The real cost isn't just money, it's missed school activities. When you miss school activities, when you cancel family dinners, when you decline life moments, then you're not in control of your time. Success without presence is silent failure at home. So if you're at home, if you're successful, you're not available at home, is a silent failure. If you can't step away for 30 days and income continues, you haven't built freedom. You are still you have built responsibility. Wealth is not thank you very much for those that are joining. Wealth is not working more, it's building leverage, systems, assets, and delegation. So the question I'm going to ask you today is that are you building income or are you buying back your life? Are you building income or are you buying back your life? Because the ultimate success is not being busy. No, it's being free and available for what truly matters. Being free and available for what truly matters. So I hope I learned a thing or two. I always this scripture dawns on me. Is in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. It says, redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. The word redeem here means buy back. Buy back. To recover something that was lost or misused. So time might have been lost or misused. You are buying it back. That's what the Bible is saying here. It's not just speaking about spiritual things. It's speaking what strategically. Time can be stolen. Time can be wasted. Time can be misdirected. I remember a message that one of the foremost pastors that helped, I think Pastor Edwin Bible is House on the Rock Church in Enugu State in Nigeria, and he shared a message about. I hope I remember that scripture. It says, "It's good for a man to bear his yoke in his youth." I don't forget that message. It's good for a man to bear his yoke in his youth. This is a Bible scripture. If I can find where it is, just put it on the internet. It's good for a man to bear his yoke in his youth. And he shared about an elderly man that was still depending on his physical strength to use an axe and to break firewood. He'll take up a contract to break firewood for people, and he gets paid for that in his old age. That is not God's desire for anybody. So it's important that we know that time can be stolen, time can be wasted, time can be misdirected. I pray that will not be the case of anyone here. So going forward, the meaning of the days are evil, means systems exist that quietly consume your freedom, dependence, comfort, convenience, disguised as what? Help. Disguised as help. So it's important we bear that in mind. Another word for evil is what? Bad. I remember when I was in university in Wales about 2009, 2010, and the what's it called? The our lecturer gave us he did tell us what our exam was going to be. I can't think I remember. He said we should think of things that can affect businesses in the next 50 years. I don't forget that exam. What are the things that can affect businesses in the next 50 years? Think about them now and write them. And the Holy Spirit just reminded me of Matthew chapter 24. I read it and it says, so bear that in mind. Remember we talked about the days are evil. Another word for evil is bad. And if something is bad, think about it. And think about your jobs or what you call security, job security. Bible says in Matthew 24 verse 6, this is prophetically, Jesus Christ speaking prophetically. And you will hear of wars. This was written how many thousand years ago? How many thousand years ago this was written? But is it not happening now? It says you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. America has just hit Iran, and it's supposedly that the Iranian leader is dead. Could there be a war? Let's see. We pray not. There's what do you call it? Russia, Ukraine war going on, Israel Palestine war going on. There'll be rumors of war here and there. Bible says, see, just like it says, see that you are not what troubled, for all these must come to pass. They must happen. Remember, I was writing this in my exam. I said, as I said here, rumors of what did I write in my exam? I wrote wars. Yeah? Then I wrote rumors of wars. These things can affect businesses, can affect people from investing in a location. Imagine that's when what's it called? When America hit Iran hit Dubai. Imagine you're an investor and you wanted to go and invest in Dubai, and that thing just happened. What are you going to do? Go tomorrow or stand back and watch? That would affect businesses. It says, for nations to rise against nation, just like what just America just did. Kingdoms against kingdoms. We have that different wars in different areas. It says what? It says what? And there will be famines, COVID-19, Ebola, there will be pestilences. Farmers know what I'm talking about. And there'll be earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Mark the word. All these are the beginning of what? Sorrows. So that means there's more to come. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of men shall work. So everyone will be lawless, there'll be chaos here and there, all manner of stuff. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And it says what? The gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end will come. In other words, these things I'm saying, Jesus Christ speaking, they must happen before the world will come to an end. So let's go back to what made me come here. What is the opposite? Another word for evil is what? Bad. And we talked about redeeming your times. So if Jesus Christ is prophesying that this is will happen, whatever job you are on, you can lose it tomorrow. That's what it is. You can, no matter how secure the job is, something can happen to your company in the headquarters, and whatever happens, automatically they start downsizing. Sainsbury's bought Argos, I don't know who bought each other. Banks are buying each other. Different banks, different South Africa, different places. So that job you call security, anything can happen to it. So what are we talking about here? Buying back your time. Buying back your time so that whatever eventualities happen, you're ready for it. You're prepared, or you can weather it. The question is, are you redeeming your time, or are you exchanging it for comfort? Because redemption is not passive. It is intentional recovery of your control. Recovery of your control. Controlling your time. Controlling your time. So let's go to definition of terms. What does the word mean, buy back? What does it mean to buy back? I talked about it already. It means intentional regaining control over time, energy, and decision making. Decision making power by reducing dependency on systems, roles, and structures that consume you. It is what? Reclaiming hours that you are currently owed by obligation. Moving from trading time for money to building assets that generate income. Replacing manual efforts with systems, delegations, and automation. I touched on this already. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know where that starts from. Converting active income into leverage income. Shifting from operator to architect of your life. Becoming available for what truly matters. I talked about that already. So that's what buyback means. And what does what your time means? Your time is a portion of your life over which you have full decision-making control. The hours you can allocate according to your values, priorities, purpose, without external compulsion. I take that again. Your time is the portion of your life over which you have full decision-making control. The hours you can allocate according to your values, your priorities, and your purpose without external what? Compulsion. That's nobody put you under pressure. That's your own time. You control it. You're in control of it. Determine how things happen. That's your own time. Your time, life under your own direction. Jim Rohn was once quoted to have said, time is more valuable than money. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Let's be that. You can get more money. You will always get more money if you're doing things right, but you cannot get more time. Time is not just minutes on the clock. It is your existence in motion. So let's buy it back. So what are the signs your time is not in your control? What are the signs your time is not in your control? One, you cannot step away for 30 days. That's you own a business. You can't step away for 30 days. If everything stops when you step away, you lack leverage. Revenue freezes the moment you travel, you lack leverage. The next thing is what your calendar is reactive. You respond to urgent meeting instead of what design priorities. So as someone that what do you call it is on a job, you are promised your child you're going to do something, you're going to come to school and what have you, and all of a sudden there's an urgent meeting from a boss, and all of that thing you just have to call your child and apologize, one thing or another. It shows that you're not in control of your time. It's important to bear that in mind. Work overrides personal commitment. Family adjust to work, never the other way around. Canceling advisory dinners for a client's call. These are some things that you're not in control of your time. I know a man that no matter what you do, he will not answer his call on Sunday. No matter what you do, he'll answer his call on Sunday. I know another client of mine that once he gets home, he doesn't answer his phone call anymore. So it's all about being in control of the time. Some people I know, when they go home, their work give them a particular phone. They must answer that call. They can't miss the call. Once that call, they can't miss the call. So being in control of your time. If you feel guilty resting, that rest feels irresponsible because structure is weak. Checking emails or during holiday, that's you're not in control of your time. You earn more but feel trapped. Income increases, but freedom doesn't. Like promotion comes with bigger salaries. Some people, the more they are getting more roles, their responsibility increasing. They're having to spend more time at work. Yeah, it's eating up their time, even if they're earning more and more. You know, you're not in control of the time. If you like the word, if you live for thank God it's Friday, every Monday you celebrate the end of the week, and it's a sign your weekdays feel like what? Endurance, not purpose. When Monday feels like punishment and Friday feels like escape, your time is being survived, not designed. You count down to Friday every week because you dread Monday evenings because Monday is coming again. If you constantly shout, "Oh, TGIF," it may mean you are grateful to escape your life 5 days a week. Let's bear that in mind. I don't say, whenever I hear people say that, oh, Friday, I just know that they're living on paycheck to paycheck. But people that own companies or run empires, they don't make those kind of claims because every day matters. Deals can be sealed at any time, you know. So let's bear that in mind. All I just talked about is that um, signs that you are not in control of your time. So next thing we're going to talk about is why you must buy back your time before it costs you everything. Why you must buy back your time before it costs you everything. Time is the only asset you cannot re-earn. The only asset you cannot earn. Money lost cannot return. Time is lost permanently. You can make another $10,000 or £10,000, but you cannot relieve your child's 70th birthday. If you miss it, you have missed it. You can't get it back. Another thing is that income without control is not freedom. Income without control is not freedom. A high salary with no schedule control is sophisticated dependency. They toss you around. The boss wants you down. They want you to come around. They want you to go down. You must see them now. You must see the client now. You must wait for the client. You must see them. You are not in control. You're just it's a sophisticated dependency. You earn well, yet you need permission to take 2 weeks off. These are the reasons why you must buy back your time. When you buy it back, you get freedom. Provision without presence delay destroys legacy. Providing for your family is not the same as showing up emotionally. Some people are there, their fathers, figurehead, but emotionally their children can't relate with them. You know. Thank you very much, Mr. Member. Happy New Month to you. Thank you. Thank you. So paying school fees but missing children's play until your child stops expecting you. I know what it's like when I come to I try my best, to either my wife or I to be there for my children. If you're not there for whatever parents stuff they do, it shows. So what is the point? I know people that can't come for any of the things their children are doing. It's not because that time when the school asks for stuff to be done is when they're at work. It's quite unfortunate. My prayer has always been to God that or sorry, before I say this, some people, husband works in the day, wife works at night, or vice versa. And it used to be my story before. I'll see before when I go to work very early in the morning, my wife will drop off my daughter, and my daughter is sleeping. That's my first daughter who's sleeping. I come back from work, and my daughter is still sleeping. Because we go out very early, and by the time I come back, she's sleeping. And the only time I might get to see my daughter will be at the weekend. I did that for a long time, and I said to myself, "Where is this thing going to stop? There must be a way out. What kind of life is this? What kind of life is this?" These are questions that my bishop will say, if you don't ask, you will never receive. So my prayer has always been, God, Lord Jesus, bless me such that I can provide for my family. That my wife doesn't necessarily have to work. That's my prayer. That's my heart desire. That the way God will bless me, my wife doesn't have to. She's not a lazy person. If you know her, she works. She's not lazy, but to the point that we have to be available for our children. Provision without presence destroys legacy. If you have all the money and you're not available to be there for your children, it's a waste of your effort. So what does it profit you if you get everything and the children God gave to you a privilege? You're not there to mentor them and to help them to grow. So another reason why you must buy back your time is burnout and health decline and structural warnings. When everything depends on you, exhaustion and stress are inevitable. My wife once said one thing. Like I think I was in Nigeria and I was taking a walk and I was looking at different stuff, doing my 20,000 steps in a day. Whereas business was still going on, things were still going on. And she said, to be honest, that it's only wealthy people that know how to take care of themselves because they control their time. Someone that has to work on the job, they have to wake up. Someone that has to wake up 5 a.m. to catch a bus by a specific period of time. If he misses that bus, he'll be late for work by 45 minutes or something like that. Because as he catch that bus, he has to be able to. The bus has to take him to the train station. When he gets to the train station, he has to catch a train and be on that train for close to 2 hours to take him to where he has to go to and work. He does this every day for years. Would it affect the stress? I know someone that was working, bought a house, and did a professional course and got a job on that professional course, and he few days or few weeks to move into that house after they paid for the house, he passed away, and I think it was stress related and what have you. So growing income, shrinking weekends, rising blood pressures before 45. It's important that we know that we need to buy back our time because of our health. Because of our health. Lifestyle inflation quietly locks you in. The more you earn, the more you owe. The harder it becomes to step back. Example is that you get big money, you are paid more, you start what? You say, oh, let's move from a 3-bedroom to a 6-bedroom or 5-bedroom. That becomes a bigger mortgage, that becomes less flexibility. You have to pay the mortgage. So it's important that we know why we need to buy back our time so we control things and make wiser decisions. So no exit plan means what? Permanent busyness. We need to buy back our time so we not become permanently busy. Working hard without designing freedom leads to what? Decays of almost ready. For example, 20 years later, you're still planning the life you're supposed to start. I always say it and I'll say it again. At 20s, a lot of time for you to do your experiment. At 30s, you're supposed to have an understanding of what you want per time. At 40s, you're supposed to be definitely sure of the kind of direction. For instance, now, what I'm interested in is businesses that require little or no of my presence. That's what I'm interested in. There are so many businesses. When I travel abroad or wherever, I see so many ideas. But because over time and with the wisdom of God, I've come to understand that I am only going to invest in what requires little or no of my presence to function and to get revenue. Otherwise, like I learned from one entrepreneur, he's going to buy. He's willing to buy a business if he earns a certain amount of money. For him, he said he has to earn over £1 million and above. But he must come with a team. He must come with a team to execute. That team must be able to execute to continue to run the business. So it's not about being busy. It's not about being busy. It's not about planning your life. Or you're still on by 40, you're still experimenting and still trying. It's not wrong if you didn't if you didn't have the moment to do it a lot earlier, because never too late to get it right. But it's important to start early. Stephen Covey always once said, the key is not spending time, but investing it. So guys, let us invest our time. That way we buy it back. These are reasons why we must buy it back. So how should professionals buy back their time? One, increase leverage. Develop rare skills that command flexibility. If you're in your job and you have not developed more skills, one of the highest skills I can recommend to you is sales and marketing. Sales and marketing, highly recommended. Sales and marketing. If you are like this, a human being, you cannot sell, you cannot market, you're not doing yourself any good because you're not going to remain at your job. Your job, you can lose your job today. You should be able to sell yourself. You should be able to market whatever it is that you have. You should be able to sell whatever product that comes your way. Sales and marketing. And if you have opportunity for things like multi-level marketing, take advantage. I know people that are on a job, they work for the bank, but they still see companies that do things like multi-level marketing. Build on a structure is a good way. I've seen Robert Kiyosaki talk about this in his book as well. Sales and marketing is a good skill to have. In addition to your career, whatever you're doing, there are other skills to have. It can be tech skills, it can be whatever. AI skills is a good skill to have. To become an AI consultant is a good skill to have, because that is a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, not because of AI, but because they did not integrate AI or they're not AI literate. Is important. So consulting independently instead of what a fixed labor. When you are leveraging on the skill, you can begin to consult while you're on that job. You can begin to consult and make some earnings. It's important. Build secondary income. As an employed person, build secondary income. Start small but intentionally. There are digital products. You can begin to invest into properties. You can invest into people's business. I said to people, you have no business leaving money in your account. You have no business leaving money in your account. Invest it. All these people you are seeing that you look on social media, Instagram, and you like their life, they are risk takers. They take calculated risk. They invest in people. They put their money. They make their money work for them. They make their money work for them. So that is another way for you as a professional to buy back your time. So next thing is what? Reduce life dependency, lower fixed costs, increases options, avoid lifestyles with every raise. Some people, once they get a bonus, they are buying unnecessary things. Unnecessary things. If you see the car I drive, to you think, this guy is a poor guy. Whatever. Some people don't have no income aside from their job, but they're driving £15,000 car, £20,000 car. Who are you? Who are you doing? Who are you doing? You understand me? Yeah, they are going on holidays that are expensive, but they don't have an alternative source of income. They are moving from one house. Once they get more, they move from one bedroom to another bedroom, increasing their rent, but they don't have anything bringing in money. You need to avoid upgrading your lifestyle with every raise. Avoid it. Or every money you see, avoid it. Stay lean, so that you can buy back your time. You can take that money, invest in what will be generating income for you. Very, very important. The next thing to do is to create a 3 to 5 year exit plan. When I see people say things, without due respect to anybody listening to this, I'm not targeting anybody. Somebody saying things like, "Oh, I've worked with this for 10 years, I worked for 15 years, I worked for 20 years. Onyekwelu, I cannot do that. I can't do it." So you must have an exit strategy, not emotional one. An exit strategy. You are saving money, you are investing, and you are targeting the time you're going to stop doing that job. There's a book my brother-in-law, God bless his soul, he gave to me. I learned from that book. He said, you start doing what you don't like doing. To what you don't like doing, take over from what you are doing now. So you need to invest now. Start planning towards leaving that thing to stop it and to building a life where you have control of your time. So another thing is to shift your mentality. Shift from employer to owner thinking. A lot of people never think of being an owner. So it never becomes their reality. All their mind is on job security. Remember what I just analyzed to you, that jobs can be lost at any time. Companies can fall down. Imagine the hotel that was hit down in Dubai, where the workers expecting that Iran was going to hit that hotel. Imagine the businesses that might have been affected by the strike in either in Russia or in Ukraine or in Iran or wherever. They lost their job in seconds. If they are alive, we're thanking God. So, example, what can I build instead of what can I earn? An employer thinks of what can I build. An employer thinks of what can I build. Think like an owner. Think like an owner. Instead of what am I going to earn? How much do you pay this job? What's the next one? I need to move to another one. They're paying more. It's not wrong to move from now to another paying job. More important is that you think like someone that owns you. How does a business owner buy back their time? How do entrepreneurs buy back their time? They delegate their duties. For instance, I have a personal assistant. I delegate duties to her to get things done. Stop doing tasks. Let's say, for instance, a £20 tax, something that will cost you £20. You're putting £200 worth of hourly capacity on it. Hire somebody. You can get personal assistants from Nigeria. You don't have to go to Philippines. You can get from Nigeria. They will help you to do repetitive tasks and help you overcome it. So that's one thing. Systemize everything. Document processing, Systemize it. Put things in place. Write down how things should be done. Systemize them. Even when you're not there, things will run. There's this book I have here. I recommend it highly for every business person. It's called Built to Last. I must have talked about it before. Built to Last by a guy called John Warrillow. Warrillow. It talks about building a business, that it says creating a business that can thrive without you. Creating a business that can thrive without you. I highly recommend this book. Highly recommend it for you. As a business person, is organizing your business in such a way that you are not there to still run. There's no point in leaving your job and going to carry another job in your own business. Automate repetition. Let technology handle routine tasks. Automate your invoices, automate your email funnels. Sometimes when some clients pay me, I have a software that will send them an email saying, "Thank you very much for paying me." I have a software that says to them, "Oh, we're still expecting this payment," things like that. Automate repetitive tasks. Periodical. The other thing is what? Build recurring revenue. Predictable income reduces daily pressure. In your business, organize it the way that you can have some things like a subscription model, things like the way Costco does. So Costco, I'm sure the amount of money they get on membership will go a long way in running their overheads instead of one-off sales. Do things like that. Find a way to get people into memberships or into things like subscription. It will help you to have a steady plan. I know once someone that offered their service said to me, "Instead of paying me for every time I give you a charge and it looks big, why don't you pay me every month for this? And I know that I owe you this service every month." And that's the agreement we did. So I was paying for the service, and she was offering that service on a monthly basis. So things like that. The same thing I do for a social media manager, the same thing I do for the guys, my PA. They have their businesses, but they build recurring income by having that period. So they work for me, or work for another person, work for another person. That's how they optimize their business. So important that we build recurring revenue. The next thing is what? Transiting from an operator to a CFO. A lot of people are in the operator in your business, they're in the operator mode. They want to do every single thing. You need to design, focus on strategy, not daily execution. I remember once one of my mentees, I called him and said, "You need to stop driving the vehicle. You run some logistic business. It's time to get a driver, and you're going to assign jobs to him. That way you can grow your business." And when he did it, he was like, "Wow, it's true." Because that makes you what? Strategize. You can begin to get more jobs, get more phone calls, know how to organize things, know how to put things in place. So you need to design direction. Your team handles what? Operation is important. Very, very important. So next point is that what? Next thing that I want to bear in mind is that the words of Benjamin Franklin say, "Lost time is never found again." So why do we need to know how to regain our time back, or why do we need to gain our time back? Because the time that you lose, you never get it again. So this is a 30-day free test. Can you disappear for 30 days? Bear that in mind. Does income continue even when you're not available? Do clients still get served? Do clients still get served? This I'm talking to business people, when you're not available. Are decisions delegated? Do you delegate decisions? Do the business grow without you? If you answered yes to all these things, fine. If you answered yes to some of them and not to all of them, work on those areas. If you answered no to all of them, you're not in control of your time. Even though you're running your own business and living life on your own terms, you need to control your time. As I wrap this up, I want us to bear in mind that if you don't control your time, you don't control your direction. Very important. Your calendar silently determines your future. If others feel it, they are shaping your destiny. Very important. Your children are studying your lifestyle gently. They are watching your lifestyle. They hear you all your advice, every good thing you're saying, but they're absorbing the way you're doing things. You don't want to reproduce another disorganized person. If they see exhaustion, abuse, absence, dependency, they may normalize it. They may normalize it. It's important that we bear that in mind. Busyness is a modern status symbol. People say things like, "Oh, I'm too busy," but it's not a virtue. No. We glorify it, but constant busyness often what? Signifies poor design, not high value. I'm working on all this, trying all this, I'm improving myself on a daily basis. So I'm saying this, I'm also talking to myself. So time ownership is a generational strategy, but not a personal luxury. When you buy back your time, you gain back what? Space space to think. What you gain back time to what invest. You gain back time to be a mentor. You gain back time to shape legacies. Time freedom is what allows families and communities to transit from survival to sovereignty. Is your structure building income or building influence across the nation? I'll give some people an example. I wake up on a very good day when I sleep early. I wake up at least sometimes 4:30 or 5, and I take out time to read my Bible, minimum one chapter a day. When I'm done reading my Bible, I read 10 pages of whatever book I'm reading that time. And I wake up, then I go and wake my daughter up and wake my children and start getting them ready for school. If you don't have control of your time, you can't do such thing. You don't want to sleep because and you wake quarter to when you're about to wake up and bath, go and catch a train or get enter your car and go to work. You need to buy back your time so that you can do so many great things for your family, for yourself, and you can fulfill your purpose in a grand style. I hope I've learned a thing or two. So it's time for us to allow people to come and share their thoughts. If you want to share your thoughts, let me know so I can add you on. You want to share your thought, let me know so I can add you on. All right. So yeah, let me know so I can add you on. Yep. Okay. So let me know your thoughts before we wrap this up. Okay. Before I wrap this up, just a quick one. Thank you everyone for listening. And let me put this on so more people. 1 minute, sorry. Thank you all very much. Let us know what your biggest takeaways are. If you learned anything, let's know what the biggest takeaways are. Let's know what the biggest takeaways are. If you want to join us, let us know what your biggest takeaways are. I don't know where you're watching from. Just let me know. Let's know what your biggest takeaways are. Let's know what your biggest takeaways are. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, let me just post this link for those that want to join. As we wrap this up, our time is very much spent. We need to buy back our time. I once, someone once asked me, how is it that you're able to, how is it you're able to be available? Because my children swim on Mondays. At the time, they used to do karate on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, they used to do. My daughter does violin. My son used to play football on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, they used to do lawn tennis, and my daughter plays the piano on Thursdays. On Fridays, they have a tutor, and sometimes jump for Bible study in church because I teach teenagers. On Saturdays, my son plays the piano, and I'm always available for all this. If I'm not available, my wife, but I'm always available. My person was asking me, "How do you do this?" And I said to him, "It's simple. If you buy back your time, it makes you available for your children, and you can be a part of them." I see the confidence that my children have because I'm in my house. With all due respect to people, there's nothing like daddy's girl or mommy's girl because to a great extent I'm always available. Like the same way I train my son, the same way I train my daughters. There's no this is a girl, that's a boy. No, because my parents didn't train me that way, and my grandparents didn't train my parents that way. So you make them understand that life is going to be challenging. You need to set the expectations right. So what am I trying to say in essence is that buy back your time. All right. Let us know your biggest takeaways. Put them in the comment section. Don't forget our free ebooks, our paid ebooks. If you want to join mentorship, if you want to join a community, link my bio and you can join. All right. All right. So, what's it called? What's it called? Okay. Big dams. Let us know your thoughts, sir, please, as we wrap this up. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. I don't know if you can hear me, sir.
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
All right, sir. Well, I just want to thank you for everything that you've been doing, for your commitment to this session every Sundays. Thank you very much, sir. Then My biggest takeaway, actually, as a young person trying to just navigate life itself, your session has been very insightful, sir. Very insightful.
Thank you.
For today, well, I know that time management is key. Whatever we are doing, you have to know how to manage our time, how to manage our resources, so that what we are doing should not be dictating how free we are. We have to dictate our own time, how we want to do our things ourselves. We shouldn't let what we are doing to dictate for us.
Correct. Correct. All right. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
Very much appreciated. And yes, one of the things I remember when my dad was trying to teach me. I think one of the things my dad wanted me to learn by coming to the United Kingdom, one major thing is time management. Time management. My dad was very particular. When I was young, he was of the opinion that I was not making good use of my time. So he was very when it was time for me to do my masters, he worked. He was saying you must come to the United Kingdom. You must come to because of the way time is being managed here. You get it. So I remember before then or after that, I can't remember. Um, I walked to my dad, and he will because he doesn't get to the office early. He has some other things to do before he goes to the office. So I was hanging around waiting for him to join him and go to the office. He was not happy. He was not happy that I was doing that way. So what he did was that he said, "No, when I wake up in the morning, I make my way to the office. I should not wait for him. When I make my way to the office, I should wait for him. Because I should be at the office by the time this office starts and close at time office. I should not, because we're from the same house, I shouldn't wait for him and get on the same vehicle with him. No. I should make my way, get on public transport, get to office, and I dare not come there at the right time. So I started doing that. I wasn't happy with that, but in the course of doing that, it helped me, like you said, value time because I it made me when I come if I came the time my dad came, a lot of time had gone and I was young and I had responsibilities. But I would when I now came in the morning, like as when the office opens, I see that the responsibility I have before it's 12 o'clock, I've achieved quite a lot. So I've achieved quite a lot. So when I see people young people sleeping and say they are lying, having a lie in, you're wasting your destiny. When people, I know that it's good to sleep. There's this argument or this overrating of 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours sleep. Billionaires don't sleep that long. No, they don't sleep that long. They are up having meetings. If you ever have appointments with a billionaire or if you follow successful people, you see that they don't get as much of the sleep that you're talking about. They are trying their best to put in the hours. They might sleep during the day, but not that 8 hours during the night. Maybe it might even be the night that they're doing some of the jobs they're talking about. So 8 hours of sleep can be overrated sometimes. Don't get me wrong. It's important to sleep. It's important to what you call be flexible in what you're doing. But it's important that we also make the most of our time. Thank you very much for that sharing that. Your VA247. What are your thoughts as we wrap this up? Thank you.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Nice to have
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. I just want to appreciate your effort to this live section, like the consistency and all of that. Then I also like to add that I've learned from you so far during the course of this session that time management is really energy management, and it's very important for us to take note of how we spend our 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for sharing them. Very much appreciated. Thank you for what you talked about time management. It's important that we make the most of our time. Thank you very much. Let's take one last one as we wrap this up. Ehikyo Jato, what are your thoughts, please, as we wrap this up?
Yeah, thank you very much. Although I was off and on because don't mind me, I had low battery.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I joined from the beginning and then I could hear your explanation about time management and how we need to put our time to work. We need to start earning based on our time. And if you decide to give your all, or if you decide to be, I always like that your favorite quote. You've seen princes walking and then the servants riding on horses. Yes, that has always been something that has continuously troubled my mind. Like, I look at myself and I say, I can do more. Why do I have to spend my time working for someone when I can do it? If they can do it, why can't I do it? If X can do it, why can I actually do it?
Right, yeah.
So, and I've started working on that. We've made progress. We're not there yet, but we will keep pushing.
Sure.
The goal is to keep pushing.
Sure.
Because I see you as a mentor where if you can sleep and then you still earn money, you still have time to do podcast. You still have time to travel around and your money is still coming into your bank account. Why can't I achieve same?
Sure.
It is doable.
Yes.
And I can tell you, based on your mentorship and guidance, it is 100% doable. My wife and I, we will keep striving. We will keep learning from you. And by God's grace, I know that goal, which you yourself also wants to see in us as your mentee, we pray to God that will come to manifestation. Amen. Thank you very much.
Amen. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for all that you shared. Thank you for the reality talk. I know that people have learned a thing or two from what you shared. And what you talked about is the reality. If all people are doing is pushing to strive, it's good. But there should be a time where we start thinking of like the way we did the 30-day check, is to know, can your business run without you? Can you earn without being physical running a business? So it's important to start a business. It's also good to go from the point where you started a business to systemizing things and using technology such that you earn, whether you are in Trinidad and Tobago, whether you are in Hong Kong, whether you are in Australia, or you are in the United Kingdom, wherever you earn. That is it. And when you have when you buy back your time, it gives you options. It gives you options. It gives you access to so many things. It makes you, when you can do things you want to do. Like I'm thinking, I need to go to, I've not been to the Holy Land. I need to go there. I need to go to this place. I need to go there. And when I go, it's for inspiration. I don't just go to have fun. I'm not interested in fun. Yes, have a good time, but I'm interested in continuous inspiration, because I know that 1%. It is even said that we don't use up to 2% of as in the world, the influence on the world, people that have come to live on this world. Up to 7% of people that have come to live on this world are the ones that have had impact on our world. So what has happened to the remaining 90-something percent? They did not achieve their potentials. The 7% of this world is what has influenced it. And there are 7% of below. Are you going to be part of those that will join the number to influence our world? Somebody made this phone. Somebody made the internet. Somebody created this TikTok. Somebody created YouTube and other social media. Somebody made the laptop I'm using. Someone made the lights I'm using. Someone's made the hat I'm using. Someone made this. What are you doing to make our world a better place? To create the next generation. Buy back your time so that you can live your dreams. So you can fulfill your potential. Is important. So I know I've learned a thing or two, and thank you to everyone that's come on live and shared their thoughts. Very much appreciated. Just saying thank you and thank you and thank you once more for joining this every time, 7 p.m. UK time. Thank you. Very much appreciated. I just want to thank my team, thank my personal assistant, Venus. Thank you very much for all that you do. A big shout out to my social media manager, Dami. Thanks for all that you do as well. And a super shout out to my wife for being a blessing, very supportive, taking care of the children, inspiring the dream, and helping us move forward. Thank you to my children, all three of them. We give God glory for them. Thank you to all my mentors, to everyone that has taught me a thing or two, all those that are my role models, people I learn from that don't even know me, or whatever. Just a big shout out to every one of them. Thank you to all my colleagues, people that we brainstorm with, We share ideas with each other. Thank you very much. If you like what you listened to today, please like it and share it to more people. Send this link to somebody. It can be a blessing. Go to my YouTube, get a link there, send it to the person, to be a blessing to them. You might not be able to tell them the things I said, but by listening to it, they could be blessed by it. Let us know what your biggest takeaways are. Type them in the comment section, and let us know what you have learned. So do that, and somebody can be blessed. Share this again. I say it again, so somebody can rewatch it and be blessed. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, we'll have another topic called Free Things. Who really pays? Free things. Who really pays? So it's important we have that conversation. So take action. Please go on my bio. You have access to 10 minutes free call with me on my bio, my free ebook, and my paid ebook. And soon, the website link to my new book will be coming out, so you can be a part of it. If you want to join our community, check the QR code on the flyer. You can click on that to take you straight to my channel, and you can be a part of what we're doing. All right? So take your life in your own hands. Be in control. Don't die average. Don't die average. Please, 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 and please, remember, this live stream is sponsored by The Hair You Love, T610 Homes, and Love Family Podcast. The Hair You Love, they sell premium wigs. Check them out. It's spelled D for Delta, hair. Then U for umbrella, then LUV. That's how it's spelled. Check them out. Place order for what you want. If you don't see what you want there, send them a DM with a picture of what you want, and they could respond to that and send the order through to you. D610 Homes. If you have cash and you don't know what to do with it, send us a DM and we can help you put it into good use. Let your money work for you instead of leaving it to your background and looking at it is losing value. We can work something out both in the United Kingdom and in Nigeria. We can do that for you. We're also into property investment in the UK. We put properties that need work into good use, and also we develop properties in Nigeria. So send us a DM if you want to have a conversation and see how we can collaborate and work something out. Love Family podcast edition coming out soon. We're reviewing videos. My team is reviewing videos soon. We'll be having them out soon. So as we wrap this up, just send a big thank you to our sponsors as we go back. Remember, we'll be discussing buy back your time. That's what we'll be discussing. If you don't hear anything, that's all you can hear. Buy back your time. As we cap this up, time is the first wealth. Everything else is secondary. So money, titles, promotions, growth mean nothing if you don't control your days. If you cannot decide how you spend your hours, you have income but not ownership. It's important to bear that in mind. The next thing to bear in mind as we recap is redemption is strategic, not spiritual. Redeeming the time is a command to recover control in a world designed to consume you. I remember the scripture I quoted for you in Ephesians. If the days are structured to drain you, then buying back your time is an act of wisdom, not ambition. So let's bear that in mind. I explained it to you. As the wars are happening, as things are happening, businesses will be shifting. Those that are on so-called job security can lose their job without notice. It's important that we buy back our time so we can make the most of our days. All right? Legacy is built with presence, not just with provision. So your family does not only need your salary, they need your availability. Buy back your time. If success costs your connection, then exchange rate is too high. It's important that you are available for your family. Buy back your time. Freedom is designed, it's not discovered. Leverage systems. Leverage what? Delegation. Get people to work for you. Thank you, Dan. I can see you. Invest in recurring incomes. They are not luxury. They're important. They are architect of a life where you own your own time instead of renting it out forever. Buy back your time. So I know I've said a lot, and remember that the whole idea of why I do what I always do is to stir up a dissatisfaction in your spirit, man. I want to believe that if you have been watching this thing, there's something in you that is saying, no, this cannot remain the same. I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do that. That is the goal of why I do what I do. It's to awaken the potentials in you. When I hear somebody say, oh, I watch your stream and I did this and I did that, that is it. It has awakened that potential. I've achieved that. I heard people now start doing their own live stream. That's it. They're awakening their potential in them. I've heard people say, oh, I'm going to write my own book. That's it. It's awakening the potential in them. If after watching this and nothing stares in you, you need to check yourself, because some people might have their they are so down. You need to talk to somebody, a psychologist. You need to book a conversation. Let's have a chat, because there's no how you stay on such kind of teaching or what I've shared that you'll not be you still be relaxed. No, it should make you challenged, make you wake up, because like the Bible says in Ecclesiastes 10:7, and just like AKL mentioned, I have seen servants on horses while princes walk on the ground like servants. Ensure that you are in the right place at the right time. Don't be in the place that what God has not designed for you. Be in the right place and you flourish in it. Remember, the wise always invest. Invest in buying back your time and you will never go wrong. Peace, Udo. God bless you. And I'm out. Bye-bye.